to Bruticus!
I do not have to wait till November to be complete. At long last, Swindle has arrived. Final Combaticon came in from CMD Stores a little while ago, and I'm beyond excited. No more do I have to imagine what it looks like right here on the side of the box. You can't really even see Swindle. We should have got a clue that he was going to be dead last. We got him looking just very G1 Swindly, except for that little trailer thing and that bigger cannon. We'll see all that's all about here in a minute, because I don't watch them other videos until I get it in hand, and now I've got it in hand. Like I said, again, thanks to CMD Store for the quick ship. Let's get it out of the box and take a closer look. Boxing into my hand as it starts to sprinkle and spit some rain again. It's been on again, off again up here in Asheville today, but a little bit of rain ain't gonna take my sunshine away today. This guy is freaking awesome. Let me just carry this on here in a minute once this rain gets past. Still raining out there, so we're going to continue in here, and we have this guy on the turntable looking awesome with his mega cannon of doom all outfitted up, and I even used his little stand as an extra pew pew. He is an arms dealer, period. Looking great. Let's take a closer look at that articulation real quick. You got his head, which it's got a neck joint that goes back real far, but he also can look up. So you can get the flying poses. Let's get this big old monster cannon off of there for a moment, set it aside. And you can go all the way around 360. And his arms can go out to the sides. And he's all decked out there. You got, let's see, I think, yep, you got upper bicep swivel. You got a double jointed, and it's super duper tight. So it's like weird for a transformation joint, more than likely. You got a no wrist swivel whatsoever. It's just built in, and it's so aggravating with the Voyagers. And actually, the Voyagers are actually deluxe classes because the extra joint to do the foot thing like you see there, it's the reason why it's done this way. And Brawl has the same issue. You got all the way around at the waist, looking really, really good. You can fake an ab crunch with those hips the way they do, and he can bow and look you in the eye, Daniel-san. So that's really, really cool that he can do all that. You can get the full splits, the full Mr. T, or the full Van Damage, and really, really rocking. You got upper thigh swivel, some holiness there. At least it's black, and probably have a kit come out in a not too distant future. You get 90 there at the knee, some hollowness there. God, they just can't resist, man. Let's hollow out the Transformers. Ooh, clicky, clicky action probably for the transformation there. I don't like it when they do that, really, to be honest. You do got a foot that can go down a little bit, and then you do got some ankle tiltage. And pinned rolling wheels, just an absolute necessity. I hope those are pinned. Yep, those are pinned too. So that's a good thing. And we don't display them from the back at all. We do get him a back shot there, though, but like, that's what it looks like in the back. Awesome little bot. And close up of that face shows a very, very nice Swindle face. Let's get this guy converted over into his vehicle mode real quick, because the bots are waiting on him to get in there. All notes, even all unarmed, he just feels great in hand, guys. I love how he does feel like a solid chunk, even though he's got some hollow bits. Now let's get him over into vehicle mode. And here is Swindle in his Jeep and artillery trailer mode. Vehicle mode is just really, really cool, guys. Except for those wheels are the tabbed wheels, and I hate that with every ounce of my soul. Love the pinwheels here, and he's a really solid chunk here as well. One of the neatest little transformations for it not being a magic square. It's got some sophistication to it, just the way things move and align and do these things and stuff. And yeah, man, his winch is actually his, well, I'll let you guys discover that when you get there. When you get the, it's just really cool how everything works out there. That being said, he's yellow and purple, and we'll just take a look at the details real quick and look at that front with the winch. That is something else, that winch. I just, wow. Just really, really neat bits. Without spoiling it for you guys either. There's where all that works out right there. And yeah, you can see the pivot joint there for the right leg. And speaking of right legs, and either a cannon or a big thrust thing going on there. And this thing doesn't do much. It kind of eases up some, but then like you do get a full 360, so you can pew 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 out the back. You got the mega cannon there and or thrusters, however you see fit. Play is awesome. Play and imagination is what these are supposed to invoke. And even with this 51-year-old young body, yeah, really, really cool. Paint works really good. What little bit of paint is used there. And let's get him over into leg mode and finally finish off to the big guy. Simple but effective, and there's the hitch. I mean, that gets you lined up with that trailer. Here's just your regular G1 look, and no rear bumper, but yeah, really nice what they got going on here. Now let's get him in the foot mode. And thusly, this is the configuration you've got to get him in order to get him connected to that leg over there. You're gonna take a quick spin, let you just see how that folded. And next, we combine, but like this little tab has to go on a slot on each side of the leg, so you need to spread this out just a little bit. And then you got this slot that goes to that slot there in the middle there, and it needs to be as straight as possible. And I need to unfold that foot and get those other things to crumple up into the foot there. So we will do what it says in instructions and straighten this back out in just a moment. We will take this thing and try to get it in here. And you know what? Let's just get that all off camera real quick. I'm not no good at doing this on camera. And like I was saying, these little bits need to be out here. Then it all locks into place pretty solidly. And you do get that ankle tiltage there. It's kind of clickety here, but there you go. Let's get the big boy back together. Before we do that, you got to convert this thing back over into that mode there, and then you got one more piece to fit on here. So when all weapons are stored, this is what it looks like, how it goes, and then we just slide it back in, Combiner Wars it all together. And this Bruticus is one solid chunk of pure angry. Now I don't have Brawl's extra cannons sticking out on the back of the leg there, but there's how it all sizes up, how I've got my stuff configured, and dude, this just does something for me. This is dynamite. I absolutely love this. We know how this guy articulates. You can see how he pivots there. The only things I don't like about this mode is that it does Swindle's swivel there with his hood and his windshield. It does this swiveling thing, and I just don't know how else to say that, but really, really dynamite package altogether, guys. I love it. Now, this whole set is not totally perfect, but for a G1 fan that's wanting a damn good Bruticus, this is awesome if you can get a hold of this stuff. I did get him from CMD store, guys, and, you know, they sold out pretty quick after that. So, I mean, it was a pre-order because I saw it get in at a Australian retailer. They got it in, so I was like, screw it, I'm just going to go ahead and get this pre-order in and not have to fool the eBay thing again, and I'm so glad I did. It is August the 4th, and I've got this in the US of A. Bam, all said and done. Highly recommend this. Can't wait for the upgrade kits because we got to have some fingers that do the magic square finger thing. This is my favorite combiner, hands down. I am so pumped to have this. And I got to wrap this up, guys, because I got to go walk the dogs. Who knew? Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. And that is Age of the Primes Bruticus complete before November. I really wish Hasbro would get their shit together and stop fucking around with the damn distro and pointing fingers and things. The Starscream is anger-inducing. The Insecticons are anger-inducing. And the Prowls, they just don't show up at my 2 targets here in town. And I've heard of that in other places everywhere else. I blame Hasbro for not getting into the thing and making it exclusive, tying it up with that. And also, I mean, Target's equally sharing that whole bit. But get back to Age of Primes. He is really, really cool. He does the exosuit skeleton thing to a T. The Combaticons are my favorite combiners, hands down. Thanks again for watching.